NFL, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Raiders and the Vikings, next on Madden NFL 22.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Minnesota Vikings. They'll run on first down. Johnston, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's into the hands of the running back, Roundtree. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards remain on second down.
Brings up second and 5.
On the give, this is Lynch. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
He finds his man, complete. That's Johnston. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
On first down, it's Johnston. And down inside the 15 he goes. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. We're scoreless after 1. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
The Vikings on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
43 is the mic, boy.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And they got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Play action. It's Fields. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. They'll fake the handoff, now Fields. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Here's Fields. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try to put it in that way.
It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th. On now is the field goal team here as the Raiders will try for 3. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's got room. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Getting this for Roundtree out of the backfield. And 2-yard line. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. He'll look to throw. That's complete. He's got Lynch out of the backfield. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Back to throw here. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. Well, I know we hold off on the halftime update after all. Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. That's caught left side by Hardman. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Fields. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth. Here's the Raiders punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
right?
Yeah,
he said the football is roughly a prole spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They're going to look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Back to the ground, Lynch. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 101 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Johnston.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Johnston. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings could be on their way to a 5-2 start as they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Well, this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Mecole Hardman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings hands team able to recover, and that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They run. Lynch. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. They'll set up a throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Then with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. That is caught at the 7. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 and the 7. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Touchdown, Vikings! A great effort there. With a 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And you look back over the score sheet,